The FTX contagion continues to spread all across crypto. We have Genesis Global Trading, Bloc Fi, and Gemini Earn pausing withdrawals. We have so much crypto news to talk about. With that said, let's get right into it. Starting off with Genesis Global Trading. As you guys know, this is breaking news. We have the latest crypto news. And, Genesis Global Trading just paused withdrawals. Is this the next crypto lender that is going to, go insolvent, go bankrupt due to the FTX collapse? Well, guys, if we take a look on why Genesis had to, pause withdrawals, is because due to the abnormal withdrawal requests, which have over exceeded their current liquidity, they had to pause the, withdrawals. Also, they said because of the FTX collapse, there was a lot of turmoil going on in the crypto market. What are your thoughts on this, guys? Another crypto giant, Genesis, is under fire right now. This is very interesting. If we take a look further into the documents or into the article, it says, according to its website, it had a total of 2.8 billion loaned out at the end of this year's third quarter. 2.8 billion, but they said that it was separated from global trading. Also, they said that its derivatives trading business had $175 million locked funds in FTX when it crashed, but they said it was a small amount compared to the billions invested. So obviously, Genesis is exposed to FTX. This is clear as day. Also, it says, this is very, very important, guys. Listen up. It says, but Genesis' lending arm was not as unscathed. Earlier this year, it loaned $2.4 billion to crypto hedge fund Three Arrows Capital before that fund went bankrupt, and has now been left as the largest bag holder for the failed fund. So, guys, as you guys can see, they did lend $2.4 billion to Three Arrows Capital, which, as you guys know, went bankrupt. So they're not getting that money back, guys. They basically lost $2.4 billion. So this is clear as day. Genesis has been heavily exposed to FTX. And as a result, they are in trouble. They are under fire right now. This is why they had to pause withdrawals. And one of their, trading partners is Gemini Earn. Because, Genesis Global Trading had to pause withdrawals, well, guys, Gemini Earn was affected and also had to pause withdrawals, as you guys can see. This is all of the latest news today that is going on right now. Genesis took to Twitter saying that we recognize how challenging this past week has been due to the impact of the FTX news. At Genesis, we are entirely focused on doing everything we can to serve our clients and navigate the difficult market environment. Well, guys, as you guys know, they're professionals, but they don't want to admit that their exposure to FTX is the result of them pausing withdrawals. It even goes down here saying the default of the Three Arrow Capital negatively impacted the liquidity and duration profiles of our lending entity, Genesis Global Capital. Since then, we have been de-risking the book and shoring up our liquidity profile and the quality of our collateral. So, guys, as you guys know, they lended $2.4 billion to Three Arrow Capital. They're not getting that money back, because, as you guys know, they went bankrupt. So yes, Genesis is under fire. But we have more news. BlockFi is also prepping for a possible bankruptcy. Yes, as you guys know, crypto lender BlockFi is preparing for a potential bankruptcy filing because of its significant, exposure to bankrupt crypto exchange FTX. Yes, guys. As you guys see, the lender denied rumors that a majority of assets were held at FTX, but did acknowledge on Monday that in addition to having deposits on the platform, it had undrawn line of credit from FTX and obligations that FTX owed it. So guys, it's obvious BlockFi is exposed to FTX. They just don't want to have their name looked at as a negatively, company. This is why they're trying to professionally say this stuff, come out and assure people because they don't want to scare people. It's very obvious these crypto lenders were exposed. So what are my thoughts on all of this going on right now? Well, guys, it's very obvious. Every crypto space right now is being affected by the FTX collapse. It's very obvious. Every single company is affected by this. But the ones that will survive are the ones that are very smart. They stay true to themselves. Also, that they are not exposed to FTX. The companies that are exposed heavily to FTX are the ones that are going to go bankrupt, are going to pause withdrawals, are going to go insolvent. It's very obvious. This is good for the crypto space because we don't want to have bad business practice in the crypto space because that gives, the name of cryptocurrency a bad look. So, as I said, the fittest will survive, the weak will leave. This is all I have to say about all this going on right now in crypto. The strong will survive, the weak will not. So, make sure you guys subscribe, turn on post notifications, because in the next video, we're going to be talking about Kevin O'Leary. This is crazy, guys. Kevin O'Leary talks about Sam Bankman-Fried. This gets very interesting and suspicious at the same time. Make sure you guys subscribe because we're going to dive deep into this. With that said, peace.